Hello everyone. It's Alan, the comic collector geek. Actually, I didn't do my proper introduction. Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the comic collector geek, and it's Friday. We're hanging out. We're doing what did I say? We're hanging out, showing cool comics, and hanging out under the lemon tree or something like that. Something like I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that. So I try to come up with a weird title every time, but you know, what?
I said, did you know this tree dates to frontier times? Wow, shut up.
An old you know what I need to get? I realize I need to get a lemon, just like one lemon. And like every time you talk, I just sort of show it gradually going by the screen. That'd be fun. So quickly, hi, Big Lyle. He actually is called Big Lyle now. That's his new name. Yeah. We got Matt. Matt likes comics, and Matt is really close. Everyone hasn't subscribed to Matt's channel.
I just checked. I'm at 13 more to go.
13 more to go. So 13 people go over and subscribe to Matt's channel. And if you have access to other people's accounts, go over, use those accounts, and subscribe to Matt's channel. Okay. And then we got Nate. Hey. How you doing, Nate? And
I'm doing better.
Okay. And then we got Steven, Collecto6, and he's on Instagram. So you just look for him on Instagram. And then we got Hagen, Lettuce Comics. And so it's just we're hanging out. We're saying, actually, I just noticed it's 3 Canadians on top, which is the way it should be. And then the Americans on the bottom.
It's only geographic. It's only geographic.
I feel the need to point out. Nate has Superman in the back, the most American superhero almost. Steven has the American flag, and I intentionally wore my most American shirt today.
And I would like to point out that
my
the original
Dale Earnhardt Jr. Coke 600 shirt. Raise hell, praise Dale. We've been getting too damn northern liberal in here. We need to bring things back down to earth.
As Matt was trying to say, Superman was actually created by Joe Shuster, who
went to America for his opportunity to have a life and a career. No, Canada wasn't worth squat.
Because he didn't want to live in a fourth world country.
Metropolis,
USA.
Listen, as the leader of America's hat, Canada.
We're the 51st state nowadays.
That's right. Did you just call it an ass hat?
No, as America's hat.
Oh, I thought you
were on top of you.
Canada was an ass hat, and I said, "My God, you're changing here."
Well, before we get too controversial, I'm gonna just say hello to the chat. Before all the Canadians have left,
see who's left after that.
So a lot of people chat a lot here. Okay, so we got Mark. Hi, Mark. Happy Friday,
Mr. Mueller.
Hey, Mark.
And then we got Lettuce.
Mark.
And then we got
Lettuce.
Bell Lazar.
L.
Hey, Bell.
And then Mark again.
JX.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Susie.
Susie.
Hi, Sue.
Kay
Thank
Munin?
you.
Hi, Andres.
Hi, Munin.
Big Nasty.
Okay.
JSS.
Big Nasty. JSS.
Donald.
Thomas O'Donnell it is.
Thomas O'Donnell.
And
K-pop. Hey, K-pop.
Hi, K-pop.
Katie.
Hello.
Katie.
And we got Matt again. Hi, Matt.
Oh.
And wait.
I see
anyone
a few
else?
more.
Darren.
Oh, there we got Darren X.
And
Hey,
we've got
Darren.
Titan.
Nice
Wait,
hat.
I'm getting there.
Lau.
And then we
I
got
see Lau.
OLMD. Is he a doctor? And then we got Jerry. Hi, Jerry.
Jerry.
And then we have Lau. Hi, Lau.
Hi, Lau.
And maybe, Lau, are you going to the thing on Sunday? I'm going to go.
Yeah, you guys got a clan make on Sunday, don't you?
Yeah, we're all going to meet on Sunday, I think.
Cool.
Hey guys,
and then
wow,
King
listen,
Titan.
Alan told me that he's buying. If you want a meal or drink, Alan said
I have a story about
I'm
Degrassi.
for.
say hi to you, and I thought it was awfully nice of him to do that. Okay, go ahead, Alan.
Yeah,
I've
I'll
got a
buy
quick
any
story
comic
about
that's
Degrassi.
under $1 for you.
How
guys.
many people have seen Degrassi Junior High? Because I see that King Titan has mentioned it. Yes, me, you. I'm sure Alan
I've
has.
seen it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, there's one time, four of the cast members were at the Ottawa Comic Con, and two of them were Snake and Joey, and I spent 15 minutes trying to convince them to get the band back together with me as the bass player.
Oh wow.
Because and they were all like, "Oh, we don't really play." I'm like, "We don't have to really play. I mean, come on, you guys didn't really play anyway." But
That's a
do
little,
they,
that's a little after my
do
time.
Americans in the audience know who Degrassi High is?
I'm aware of it.
Degrassi?
Is it
Degrassi?
is it your version of Saved by the Bell?
sort of,
Yeah.
but better.
But actually,
And,
it was pretty awesome back in the day. Like the first season.
Oh man,
first
in
generation
Canada,
was-
it was tops, man. Look at that content you have up there with the CBC. All that fine information you get from
Yeah,
the CBC.
I messed it up. That's my dyslexia going in. It's Jurassic Junior High instead of Degrassi.
That will be their reunion show.
Yeah. So basically,
Well,
yeah.
Evan Smith-
You know the
Evan Smith
musician
is-
Drake. He got his
Yes.
start on Degrassi.
That's why I think I'm aware of it. Like I feel like it was
Yeah.
in pop culture for.
Yep, the
because
Zit
of-
Remedy,
because of him.
Lau. That's what it was.
Yep, that's right.
The only
Everybody
Paul Drake
wants
I know
something.
worked on Perry Mason.
I remember that.
Perry Mason, another Canadian, Raymond Burr.
Raymond Burr.
Yeah, and that guy, what a tragic life he had. It is
Yeah.
really sad.
Oh,
Canada has exactly 3 important exports. They are poutine, SCTV, and my grandmother.
William
I
your
Shatner.
grandmother.
Pretty good trifecta right there, except for the
So-
poutine. I've never
So that
understood.
means you're genetically Canadian, Hagen.
Half, yeah. Well, I mean,
Canadian,
Steven,
eh?
what's wrong with poutine? It's fries with cheese and gravy. That's
I know, it's perfect.
there's
I
nothing wrong
I
with that.
personally don't eat poutine, but
Well,
I eat poutine though, right?
why am I here?
That's a French joke.
You're here because you're a good
That is a
guy.
bad
Now
joke.
it's good.
Both-
Now it's
both
over,
you
Alan.
guys are great guys, and I'm so happy that we have the entire band is with us today. I want to say it's so much fun to have everybody here. It really is.
Mhm. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
So how about we show some books? I actually found a whole bunch of cool ones trying to find another cool book, and I'll tell the story about that later.
Cool.
So who I guess we'll just go around the horn. Like we'll go
Sure.
that way. So Lyle, you're up first.
Oh, magnifique. Anyway, a few days ago, I went on a jaunt about 250 miles. Went from my place and all the little communities, and did the big circle. And I was looking for some comic books and treasures and stuff like that. And I ended up finding, and I didn't spend very much money on all this stuff, but I did find the newsstand of this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Very cool.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. I got for $3 or $4, so it wasn't very much. And I got the direct edition of it. They were both behind one another in the box.
Very
Very
nice.
cool.
So I figured, I already had a couple of issues of these, but these were in pretty good condition, so I picked them up. And in the same box, there was just a short box that was in one of the antique stores, and they had a Fantastic Four one, but the French one from Quebec.
Oh,
This
yes.
one's number 31 from 1973.
How do
Yeah,
you
so they
say
made-
Fantastic Four in Francais?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Les Quatre Fantastiques.
C'est vrai?
Quatre Fantastique.
I would
And then
say.
I haven't heard of this one, but this one was from 1982. It's number 1 from Pacific Comics, Wild Animals.
I have seen that book. That is cool, Lyle. That's a weird
Yeah,
one.
I don't know much about it. I know that this was the only issue they made, and it was done by Sergio Aragonés
Yeah,
from Groove, The Wanderer, right?
and Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
That's right. And then there was another one I found that was limited to 30,000, and this one was number 4,445, which, again, I don't know anything about Dr. Chaos.
Isn't
He's
that-
being
oh, no.
unleashed.
What's that?
What the title says, he's being unleashed.
Yeah, Dr. Chaos Unleashed, number 2 from 1993.
Is that a Malibu comic?
It's Triumph. Triumphant.
Triumph. Wow.
Triumphant. Sorry. Triumphant. So, yeah, it says at the top, the Collector's Universe number 4,445 of 30,000. For $1, you know, what the heck. And then I found another Flintstones one, the Great Gazoo.
Oh wow,
Very
that's really cool.
Yeah, this one's from 1974.
Wow.
Number 4. So it was nice. Like these, I only paid like between $1 and $5. And then there was the Walt Disney one, the Phantom Blot.
Oh, that's one of the best characters ever created.
Yeah. So this one's number 7 from 1966.
Is that a gyro
Wow.
gear loose thing that got loose, or what is it, Matt?
No, that's the Phantom Blot is just a bad guy. He was Mickey's nemesis for the longest time.
Yeah, he's actually the character that you see on his Mickey Mouse's first appearance.
Yep. And it was Floyd Goffredson who made him as
It was-
powerful as he is.
Then there were these 2 magazines called Sir.
Oh yes, I have a couple issues from Sir.
Yeah, this one's volume 15, number 12 from April of 1959.
My Life in an Arab Harem. Very good.
And then this one, again, Sir, figure it out here. This one's volume 16, number 10 from April 1960. So these were made between 1942 and 1983. So
Does
that's
Sir have Bill Ward art inside? Like
In
in
the-
some of the cartoons?
they may have. I actually haven't really opened it up yet.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, and then there was one more that was
JX wants to know if there are boobies in it.
Robin
Yeah, I
Hood.
think there's a few boobies in it.
Robin Hood number 2 from 1956, and then online it claims that this is a Matt Baker comic.
It looks like Richard Green from the TV show.
Right.
It does, actually.
That's it.
Does it have like any kind of DS? It looks like a DS.
No, there's nothing on the cover. It's from Quality Comics, but there's no initials of any kind.
Hmm.
But they do claim it's Matt Baker. That's it for now.
Matt Baker, you mean?
Matt Baker, yes.
Oh, Matt Baker. Oh, okay. I thought you said Dave Stevens for some reason.
No, that was Steven that said that.
Oh,
That's it for now.
cool.
No, I said Richard Green. I said Richard Green, the actor who played Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Played Robin
I
Hood.
didn't say Dave Stevens. I said Richard Green. Have you ever watched the Robin Hood show, Alan? Ever?
Maybe like reruns of it, like in black and white.
through the glen.
Yeah,
Haven't
it is
seen
a black and
It's
white.
great.
Yeah,
It's awful.
that was a long time ago though.
That was
Yeah.
before my time.
Yeah, so I like I didn't
Sorry,
really
Steven.
have access to much TV. I had 2.5 channels growing up, so
Yeah, same here.
only Canadians get that reference, right?
No,
But,
I grew up in rural Indiana. We had the bunny ears, and we got 2 channels, 3 if it was cloudy.
There you go. Same with us.
yeah. So
We
yeah.
started
That
with
was
two, and
Rocky
then we
Robin
went
Hood,
to
oh my
three, black
God.
and white.
yeah, we would get CBC, CTV, and then the French CBC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I got as well.
And so yeah, so I always called that 2.5 channels. So,
We got like 7, but we were closer to Toronto. So
City boy.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know it was really annoying. Like later on, like when I was in my teens, we got cable came out just like there's like a little hill where my house is when I was growing up, and just before the hill is where the cable stopped.
Hmm.
So like everyone, like all my friends had cable. I didn't have cable. It was really annoying. So yeah, that was my childhood.
No, we didn't have cable either. None of that.
I'm sorry to hear that because we
The
had
three
6
and the
channels.
3 channels that I got was when I was way up in northern
Mighty.
Quebec was the CBC. It was a
Lawrence?
French channel, and then we got another one from Timmins, Ontario. And the only time you got anything from Ontario was if it was really sunny outside. Otherwise, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you probably got, if it's Timmins, you probably got TV Ontario.
Right, that's what it
Yeah.
was.
I
Yeah.
remember like
So you
like
got the polka dot door then.
Oh yeah, I remember. I wasn't watching it, but my younger brothers and sisters used to watch that. It was like, oh my god, I'm getting out of here.
do you guys
Sorry,
remember
we're going
like,
down.
being-
Yeah, so question for y'all: was Abraham Lincoln cool when y'all met him? Like, was the Gettysburg Address was that good at the time? Or
Yeah.
is it
Dude, I saw that live.
It was
But do you
great.
guys remember? Okay, with the bunny ears, do you remember
We
like
saw
being
it.
sort of desperate to get a channel, and it'd be like flippy. It'd be kind of going
Yeah.
like this. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And like but you really want
The
that
horizontal,
extra
the
channel,
vertical.
so
I
it just
found the
keeps on,
worst.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The worst was when you touched it and it got better, and then your dad made you stand there for that.
My dad
To
would
watch
always.
the hockey game, right?
I think that's like a dad thing. You know, dads
It
have to come
is.
over and say, "Oh, I can make the picture a little bit better," and then it's like all all over the place. Yeah.
Right.
Guys, use code Comic Collector Geek on AARP.com for 12% off membership.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it was it was
I
a
get
childhood.
that, by the way.
I don't think they have AARP up there, Hagen.
No,
No, we
but
don't.
we
No,
know
it's
it.
American Rifle.
That's an American
Association, right?
joke.
Yeah.
I think
I
the
don't-
first TV that my dad bought was in 1961, and the first color TV we got was a huge console one, floor model. It was 1974.
Magnavox?
Mm.
It was Electro Home. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Big Matt,
So
what you got?
All right. Today, because I saw Alan's little Medusa thing in the top redheads, I decided I was going to show some of another Medusa. So I pulled out a couple of weird war tales with the Creature Commandos. Here's number 111, where Medusa's on the cover here with GI Robot and the rest of the Creature Commandos.
Okay.
And I've got number 115, where Frankenstein is about it looks like they're fighting at Stonehenge, but they're not.
Yeah, it does look like Stonehenge.
It does. Yeah. What is it then?
All I can think of when I look at this is, oh man, he's going to beat Clark Griswold by like 15 years.
Who's Clark
When-
Griswold? Why is that
Okay,
name
from
familiar?
European Vacation when
Oh my God.
Oh yes.
where
yes,
they go
yes,
to
yes, the
Stonehenge and he
Griswolds.
accidentally hits it and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
falls.
and they all like domino. Yeah,
Yeah.
I too think of Chevy Chase whenever I see Stonehenge.
the Griswolds.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's a Christmas classic. You know
That is
Oh yeah.
the last weird war tales I pulled out today because these are the only Creature Commando ones I have. This is a Gil Kane cover. This is 116. And it's a Canadian price variant, so it was very
Nice.
anytime I can get a Canadian price variant in the dollar bin, I dive for it because now
I've never had a Gradian copy of a book.
no. Well, you should.
Make sure you find
Yeah.
one that still has the pin in it.
Now, Hagen showed this book on my show the other night. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that cover.
Yeah. So I thought that by showing that, I would show part 2 as well.
That's the one that I was looking for. I
Oh,
couldn't
that's
find it.
interesting.
That's a cool cover.
That's very
I
Lord of the
like
Rings
that.
like.
Yes. Well, that's a Legion ring, obviously, but
Yeah, but they're
Mhm.
doing like the Lord of the Rings homage or something.
something to that effect. Yes. And but basically, the whole story, for those that are unaware, is that Rosenthorn, okay, Thorn, basically, she's basically immortal.
Almost has that.
Yes, okay. I believe you. I believe him. Okay, basically, Rose from Rose and Thorn is immortal, and she lives 1,000 years, and she's actually one of the. It turns out now that she ends up being one of the inspirations for the Legion 1,000 years in the future, helps to build it, and then the second part has when now in this time period, it's Jonathan Kent, not Clark Kent, that goes to be the Superboy in the future.
Mhm.
And so
Why did
it
they do
basically
that?
tells the Legion and for the new rebirth era, which didn't last very long because it was terrible.
Thankfully.
Mhm. Next up, I came across this and just thought it would be cool to show because everybody likes, shiny covers.
I bought
Batman.
that off the
Ooh.
newsstand.
I have that one.
Yeah, that's a
I
nice
have
one
two of
too.
that actually.
Mhm.
I have
It's
that
shiny.
one,
And I actually
and
tried to sell one of my
I have
copies.
there's a
that
different cover to that one too. Is that the fold out one?
Yes, this is the
Yeah,
fold out
yeah.
one. There is a different cover. I have the other cover as well. I just didn't want to pull it out. That's the one in the real kick-ass suit, right? So,
Even Mother Slug has two of them.
Yeah.
See? I
and
have two of them.
for this round, I'm going to end on this. This is just for K Munin because of what we've been putting him through lately.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
zombie.
That's
I
really
know
great.
K Munin is really like Zombie Tramp.
Everybody likes Zombie Tramp. So
Yeah, I have some coming in the mail, but the mail is non-existent up here.
Well, Thomas,
Alan, you
remind
are
me which
Typhoid
Legion that
Alan
is.
with Zombie Tramp. You truly
What?
are Typhoid Alan with Zombie Tramp.
yeah, like I'm convincing like a whole legion of
Well,
new
it
fans.
doesn't
This
hurt,
me a while
honestly.
ago.
My local comic store literally has about 40 issues of Zombie Tramp for sale in his back issues, and I'm just picking them out as I go. Oh, I didn't grab one here, That's
Are
So
they
I'm only
expensive?
missing one issue. It's just driving me nuts. But
What's he
Yeah.
selling?
Yeah, that's the
them for?
one you're missing. Is like what 250
Issue
copies.
yeah, number 3, Zombie Tramp number 3.
One
Oh,
would hope that
I
Zombie
know
Tramp.
about that one.
What?
There are a lot of reprints of it too, so you have to
Someone
get the right
comment
ones.
I have all
thought
the
I would
reprints
surprise
as
Alan.
well.
I found 2 of them, and they were very reasonable. But I said, "Is this it?" And he goes, "No, that's the reprint. You look here," and then
Yeah.
he showed me the difference between the 2.
Yeah,
I've
the
never seen
price
a
is
number
on the
3.
right hand
That's
side
cool.
if it's the original.
It's delusional.
It's on the right hand side if it's the original.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, it's definitely hard to find.
I will.
Yeah,
I'm just going to take a second here to answer Thomas's question. Now that I know which one the Jeff Johns is, yes, I loved it. There we go.
Cheer up,
Yeah,
Hagen.
see?
It's a Friday.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
it
go
is.
with Hagen now.
Hey,
Hagen.
y'all. So I went to my comic shop's Black Friday sale, and I also used that time to pick up my pull box because there was a discount on everything in the store. So I'm going to briefly go through everything that was in my pull box, just so you guys can see how long it's been since I went to go pick stuff up. The first is, I'll do it like this. The first thing was this. This is, come on now.
They don't bag and board your books?
Not the new ones. No, this is
Oh,
GI
really?
Joe #1. You can't see because the cover's all whatever. But I didn't ask for them to put it in there. I had been picking up Void Rivals and Transformers, and they were like, "Hey, you would really like this other stuff because it's all in the same universe." And I didn't have the heart to tell them that as soon as, spoiler alert, as soon as Jetfire shows up in Void Rivals, I lost interest. Like I liked them being discrete things, and I just kind of I didn't so much care for that. So I'm gonna read GI Joe, and because people have been saying that it's really good, but
that's the brand new one. The one they're referring to is the continuation of the American Hero. I get that one. I decided against getting this GI Joe one because I'm actually debating whether I'm going to keep the GI Joe or not.
Who's Jetfire?
Jetfire is the Transformer.
Transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Void Rivals, the Joes, and Transformers are all in the same like Hasbro universe, and I liked them being different. I don't know if I like them being together, but people say that it's good, so I'll give it a shot. And I was too nice to tell my comic book shop like I actually don't really want that. but I've got it now, so we'll see. Next up is these. These are the most recent issues of the new Captain America run. I don't super care for this run either. I
Wow.
don't.
Spoken like a true collector.
That's the thing is, like, I've got to have them, but like, I don't really like it when Cap delves into like magic-y stuff. I really like the more down to earth stuff. Hot take: Brubaker's run on Cap is one of my favorites. So like, I like the more down to earth stuff. I also don't like when they mess with his shield. He has a different-ish shield in this run.
So in the new
I
run,
just like the old
he's
one.
dealing against a magical foe. Is that the thing, or?
Yeah, basically. And it's fine. It's fine. But they're gonna reboot it soon because of the movie coming out, so it'll be something different here in a bit. And I've got all of them, so I can just check that off my box and keep on going. Next up are these. This is Transformers 12.
Okay.
And 13, which has an awesome Starscream cover.
That's outstanding, yeah.
And then this one as well. I forget this character's name. I haven't. It's been 3 months since I picked up my pull box, so I need to reacquaint myself. But the Transformers run so far has been awesome. Just fun schlock, and then every now and then, like bits and pieces of absolutely like gut wrenching stuff.
Astro Train, I guess, is the guy's name.
Oh,
is that Astro Train? Really? Holy cow!
So.
Okay, I
I'm
forgot.
just going by what Mother Slug said. So
Yeah, I
Biggie says it's
Mother
looks
Slug
like
sounds trustworthy. But yeah, so Astro Train, my favorite Transformer showed up 4 issues ago, Ultra Magnus, and they're going to do something really interesting with him. Don't tell me because I haven't read that arc yet, but I'm really excited.
Why in the end? The shoe fits.
Next up, and the last of the pull box stuff that I got are these. These are issues 3 and 4 of the Nice House by the Sea. I love Nice House by the Lake.
Sea or by the lake?
This is Nice House by the Sea. This is the next one.
Oh, okay.
I loved Nice House by the Lake. I just missed it when it was coming out. But I'm picking up Nice House by the Sea, and I have both trades of Nice House by the Lake or Nice House on the Lake. So the lake one, the first one.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, Tiny Ian's writing in this
lake.
Stuff is great. It's fantastic, and I love the artwork and the concepts that they're dealing with. It's really, really fun. But I didn't just get. Are we doing 2 rounds or just 1?
We can do 2 rounds if everyone's quick. If everyone hint is quick.
Okay, I'll show 2. I'll show 1. No, I'm done.
Okay. So you were saving it for next round. Okay.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so if everyone is quick, then we can do multiple
Who's
rounds.
he talking to? Who could he be talking about?
I was born in 1950. It was a cold and rainy night. I went to the Seaside Antique Mall, which is a very good antique mall right on Broadway in beautiful downtown Seaside. And there's a guy that has a booth that has all these boxes of books that I bought some a while ago. It was, and that time I think there was only 3 boxes. This time there were 5, and there was a lot more material. So I went through all 5, and I found some fun stuff. And I will go through half of these and then the other half. Here's the first. Here's Lobo the Duck.
Oh yeah, these are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Trapped in a world he never fragged.
Yeah,
And this is
I
from a
have
title
that.
called
Amalgam.
Great.
Yeah.
It's good stuff right there.
Okay.
From the mid 90s.
That's awesome.
That is
Good
really
pickup.
cool.
Here is Witchblade number 1A.
Yep. Oh wow, you found these all at the Seaside shop?
Mhm. Yeah, and
Wow.
these are all $2 a throw.
Nice. That Howard the Duck one goes for about $10, I think.
And the thing about it is that I'm so used to buying them from a vendor, then I have to pay the shipping, and there's the discount for goods and services and stuff. This, they just put them on. They just rang me up and put them in a box. I asked if I could get a discount. She said, "Well, actually, no. He prices these to sell, and so if you want them, he says it's fine. If you don't, he says that's fine too." And I said, "Very good." And they weren't that expensive. Here is Lady Death number 9.
All right. Wow.
Cool.
Not bad. I mean, for $2, hey.
Yeah,
right.
Cheaper than
Okay. Oh, this one was 3.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Here is. This is called.
You got ripped off on that one.
I'm unfamiliar with this. I'm unfamiliar with this title, but it looks like Turner work or J. Scott Campbell or people that are Winkman or something or another. They're mirroring this, but this is an Evangeline. I'm unfamiliar with
yes.
Evangeline.
Yeah.
That was actually a little bit hot for a while because they were talking about making a series. It's not that issue; it's a metallic one. That was
this was $1. Evangeline number 1.
That is one
like...
of Rob Liefeld's creations.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like his. It doesn't look like one of his covers though, because the mouth
like
isn't
J.
like
Scott
this.
Campbell.
Right.
Isn't that J. Scott Campbell?
It looks
So
like it's or Michael Turner. I mean, one of the.
Yeah.
Here is another Evangeline number 1 as well.
Oh wow!
Very nice.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I mean, these are awesome for a couple bucks.
Then they were in semi order. Then there was a J. Scott Campbell, Danger Girl.
Oh wow!
That's somewhat.
I think that's the
that's a
first
somewhat
series, too.
wanted book, isn't it? Number 1.
Danger Girl's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one.
It's the one where she's like doing she's on her hands and knees. That's the big one.
Literally,
like a couple $100.
That's the smoking gun cover, and there are 3 versions of that. I have a 9.6. I think it's the second. The trade dress has a different. There's a red and then there's a blue and a pink or whatever. And I don't know which one is which or which one is what. I mean, but it makes a statement. Then of course, just fun stuff that for not much. Here is Radioactive Man number 88.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Awesomeness.
Love that.
How is it that Steven goes to a small town where there are 5 comic boxes and he pulls all these gems? He's got
awesome
the
books.
luckiest collector in the planet.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
You picked out some really great stuff.
He's fighting Magmo the Lava Man, he only has 3 teeth.
Awesome.
And here is a Radioactive Man. They say number 679. I don't know if that's true. It also has an exclusive Simpsons trading card inside.
Sweet.
Wow.
I have that one.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if we believe you, Lyle. I don't know.
Okay. I'm not saying anything else.
Okay, we need proof of life.
I'm still waiting for that Mighty Mouse you told me you had too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, I got to go now.
Wow, look at the time. Okay, I'll just do a few more. I'm going to have to go fast because I have to go fast. Alan told me I have to go fast. Here is Wizard number 1/2, Devil's Reign, Top Cow, Silver Surfer, and Witchblade.
Very nice.
That was
the one that you sent
so
away
many
for.
words.
I mean, they keep adding words until they can't. It says, okay, that's enough words, print it.
Is that Ghost Rider and Wolverine too?
Yeah, it looks like Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I mean, this, I couldn't believe, and this was a whopping $5.
Ooh.
Wow.
Whew.
Callie says he has it.
Okay, and I will stop on this one. This is She number 13, and it is Foily Beauty.
Oh,
wow, she's awesome.
That is awesome.
Tomo. She, Tomo. Oh,
She.
no for ruffle for you. Oh.
Tomo just means Tomonage is like a throw where it's the one that you always see in the James Bond movies.
Oh yeah, like the judo throw.
It's the judo throw.
It's a
It's
judo
like
chop.
where it's like a roll. They roll over you, like you fall on your back and they roll over you. It's a great throw.
But look at the
Cool.
colors on this thing, and it's just mint. I mean, they just it was sitting in. I don't think all these books just look like they were sleeved, and just left. But the bags are relatively new. I mean, I would say they're of 4 or 5 year. They're not absolutely perfect. She's on the back. Okay, I'll look. I'll show the back.
Show the back. Show the back.
I'm hurrying.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Just hurry up.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, okay. Well, I can't show you.
Yeah, not enough time. Sorry. Oh wow, it is beautiful.
Oh, I
Very
love the foil.
Actually, I like the back better. I actually like this Tomy character.
I think that I'm a fan.
You can.
oh,
It's a wraparound. It's a wraparound. Yeah.
It's a
It's a reach around.
Yeah, you got to
Look
pay
at
extra
that
for that.
foily beauty. Look at that sucker. Wow.
Wow, you get blinded by it.
In
It's so
Seaside,
foily.
Oregon.
Who
We
would
had a
have thought?
tsunami warning. And then it went away very quickly, fortunately. But we didn't have it was way south of us. We didn't have anything from it actually. But the interesting thing is we have a system here. You've heard about this thing where they have problems with the Navy using this sound technology underwater, and the whales are getting
Oh yes,
hurt in
I heard
the
about
head
that.
from the sound weapons that they've been using. And the Cubans were using sound weapons on our embassy in Havana. But this thing it looks like a World War II air raid siren. It's on this post just about, I don't know, a couple 100 yards away from the house. And it is so it penetrates the walls like your house doesn't even exist. It's the tsunami warning system that they have. It's
Wow.
I don't know what kind of decibel or what kind of ultra frequency stuff they have, but it just goes right through the house like it's paper. You can hear it like it's like they're right in the room with you. It's really incredible.
Use it to advertise your Instagram.
Is this thing test? Is this on? Collecto 6. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Everybody knows the first thing you want to do with a speaker like that is to, pretend you're He-Man. I have the power, and let it fly.
As they take you to the Who's Gal.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I'm actually a little proud of myself. I bought nothing this week, but mainly because
That's actually an accomplishment.
it is an accomplishment. I've been sick as a dog, but then I'm like, what the hell am I going to show? I didn't buy anything. But I found some stuff. So I got a Whatnot order last week, and this was their free giveaway. This is the Virgin variant of Saturday Morning Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's really cool.
It is really cool. I think it's number 11, and it just showed up like it was free. So I thought this was really cool. I don't particularly collect the cartoon turtle stuff, but I mean, I collect a lot of turtle stuff, so I'm not upset to have it. And then Big Lyle showed a Flintstones. This is the more modern when DC had the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Yeah.
And I read this in trade because a friend loaned it to me, and I love this writer, Mark Russell. This was really good. This was a really good miniseries.
I think
I want to read that
came
run
out
so
when
bad.
the movie came out, right? So that was like
No. This is
that's
way more recent than that.
Yeah, that's Rebirth based on the
yeah.
the logo of DC.
oh, okay.
Yeah. This one I showed off on Instagram, but I just love this cover so much. I'll show it off as much as I can. Nightwing 104, Tom Taylor's run. This is making fun of an internet meme called Super Hot Fire, which is I think we've talked about before. And so everybody should see the Super Hot Fire YouTube meme. And
I never
and then
knew what
this.
that meme was called. I just it's used all the time. When you mentioned it, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I knew the meme. I just didn't know it had a name.
I went. I'm trying to think when I went. It's coming up here soon, so it must have been 4 months ago. Every 4 months, there's a Knights of Columbus comic book show, and I go and I crawl and dig through bins and shit and stuff. Sorry, and I found some free comic book days.
Do you call yourself a teacher? Do you?
Hey, the filter turns off at 3:45. I put the kids on the bus, and it ain't great. I cease to be a role model. So I found some free comic book day ticks I didn't have. I like this one. It's like dragons and medieval. Look, he's wearing He-Man underpants. Mm-hmm. Another tick free comic book day where he has a bottle city of Candor.
Oh, that's really cool.
Right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I am a sucker when the trade dress gets interacted with on a comic. And look at it. He's riding a rocket cycle and cracking his own logo.
I have that.
Wow. I don't have that.
I'm so glad.
That comic book for sure drinks Vault soda.
I don't know why I have this random issue in this pile, but I'm a big Next Generation fan. And if you know Next Generation, there's an episode where this character spills a cup of coffee on Captain Picard. And her name is Sonia Gomez. It's like it just happens in an episode. That's her. She's in this book and she spills something on him again. Like,
oh wow. So that's her first spill.
So this is the second Picard maneuver.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's another book. I don't know why I have or where it came from. And somebody's gonna think this is cool. And I am so indifferent to it, even though I do think it's a great cover, but I just don't. I'm not an X-Men guy. Uncanny X-Men 167. It's a really. Rogue? It's I don't know. I read this and I was like, it's an X-Men comic because I just don't read X-Men. But I do dig the cover. You know, it's a well done. It kind of
who is the artist?
I don't. Oh! I can't read it. It does, but I can't read it.
It's got to be Byrne, right?
It's rather plain. It's rather plain. The inking on it.
Yeah, it's not Byrne. I mean, it seriously looks kind of like it says Mort Drucker, and I know that's not it.
Hi, Brian.
Mort Drucker.
I'm glad someone got that. A Marvel series I do collect, and I know that Matt does too, is Defenders, and I picked up a bunch of Defenders at that Knights of Columbus show. So there's 75 and 77. It looks like they're fighting a cosmically powered horse shack from Welcome Back, Kotter.
That's actually a great show. Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yeah, it's Mr. Kotter.
Hi there.
And then another one, and I have a few more Defenders, but I'm going to save those for the second half. But this one makes me feel like this one must feature some Son of Satan with all the devils going on. All right, I'll stop there for round
That's some
one.
pretty good, comics.
Well, thank you. watch your mouth, Lyle. This is a family show.
So I'm going to tell a bit of a story.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I hurried up.
Make it quick.
What happened was Steven, he was like showing me some cool Bruce Timm book that he picked up. Okay. And I was like, oh, I have something very similar.
Cover. And just the cover, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So basically what happened was there was these unsanctioned Bruce Timm covers that were kind of nude sketch variants, I guess. And I don't think they were ever used. But the one I have is actually on a comic. It looks like, I thought it was just a sketch variant that somebody had, like, that Bruce Timm had sketched it or something, but it's obviously a print. Okay, so I was looking for my copy that I picked up. I paid like $20 for my copy. And it's a really nice nude MJ done by Bruce Timm. But I couldn't find it. But as I was looking for it, I found a whole bunch of other cool things. So I figured, hey, I'll show these other cool things that I found while looking for this Bruce Timm thing, which I'll show in a later video once I find it. So I found this Image Swimsuit Edition.
Can't imagine what drew you to that.
So, like, see, this is why this was in the same box as where I thought the other thing would be. So, you know, and then we got Wildstorm swimsuit edition.
Redhead.
So do you double yoke yours now?
I just did that because I noticed these weren't bagged and boarded, so I just threw them into one, just to be lazy. So yeah, and then we got this one.
Oh my God.
I
Oh,
thought this one was kind of nice.
I'd like to ride with her.
I know. I'm not
right.
super familiar with it. Andrea D.
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
No idea.
No
And
idea.
then this one's
That's my
kind of
cousin.
fun. We got some. This is kind of zombie trampish. You know, we got his zombie tails.
Well,
She's a little bit thin.
Just a little.
bit.
ew.
And then we got some Zerdy.
I love Nathan Zerdy. Is so good.
Nice redhead.
Yeah, I thought this one would have actually been a good one. I wish I had found this earlier. This should have made the list. This is a really
Yeah, that's a
good
nice
cover.
cover. Very nice.
Zerdy is pen and ink, isn't he?
Wow.
Alan, Zerdy is pen and ink, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, or airbrush. I'm not sure.
He's not.
Does anyone know?
It's not AI. It's not computer.
It's
is
not
it?
AI. It's definitely
Digital?
not AI, but I'm not sure if he's doing it digitally, which would be my other thought. And then we got
Oh
Moonchild.
my God.
That
Wow.
is so cool.
She has very big eyes.
Really?
What eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, those.
First
Yeah.
thing I noticed.
Actually, it was the first thing I noticed.
Is that from
I
India or
figured out.
something?
No, it's just like these are from Forbidden Fruit. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that publication, but they produce a lot of
Sexy
More-
siren of the spaceways, huh?
like adult stuff. Yeah, so that's number one, and here's number two of the same. I thought this one was cute.
Oh, the horror continues.
Isn't that awesome? Okay.
She can see the past.
It's like a pornographic Monchi-Chi.
And this book, this next one is really interesting. This one made like a whole bunch of like hated lists. This is Sojourn. Now this is done by Greg Land. And what he would do is he would take fashion magazines or adult magazines and then basically cover swipe them.
I hope she's putting her sunscreen on.
So there's actually like I forgot, I think it's like Swimsuit Illustrated or one of those kind of magazines that this is a cover swipe of.
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated, yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah, I've always heard that like Greg Land gets work because, you know, he gets his stuff in on time, but it's also because he is just like tracing digitally stuff that already exists.
Yeah. So it's kind of
Not
fun.
a good look for him.
Yeah, you know, they discovered it later. Right?
Yeah, but he's still working today.
I know, but yeah, it's okay. And then we got Independent Voices.
That's Lisner.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
Lisner.
She's
That is
sucking on a
absolute-
rocket pop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is Censorship Sucks. And it's basically a book that they put out to, I think, raise money for the different creators.
Oh, that comic book legal fund?
Yeah. I believe
That's
so.
cool.
Yep. And then last one I'm going to show one more after this, but
Oh,
this
that's
is,
neat.
do you guys know this
Zine.
one? This is a super major key. If you guys can find this book, grab it. Because
Sailor Moon.
it's the first Sailor Moon.
Oh.
It's the first Parasite. And I believe it's the first, I think it's, first Sailor Moon and Parasite. I'm not sure if there's another one as well. So it has like it's a double key. If you guys aren't familiar with Parasite, it's a great anime.
Is it a thick book or just a comic format?
Very thick.
Okay.
thick.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's like a
Yeah,
trade.
it's very thick.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but this is a major key. So, okay, so that's my round. Oh, actually, I'll show one more book.
What
because it was next to it.
major key mean? I mean, dollar wise.
It goes for like maybe $50.
Okay.
But it's a major key because it's the first appearance of Sailor Moon, and this is her first comic, Sailor Moon.
Wow.
Now, did that first appearance come out before the show, or did it come out after the show?
After.
Okay.
After. And that would be considered her first American appearance. There's actually earlier book, but it's like one of those fanzines, not fanzines, but manga books.
Like a Shonen Jump?
Yeah, Shonen Jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it made me think of.
It's actually Mangazine.
Magazine, nice.
Mangazine is the actual name of it. The actual name.
Mangazine.
Magazine.
How come you're so dark tonight, Stephen?
Yeah,
Well, I like to
using
keep
the witness
everyone in the
protection
dark
program.
because I sure as hell am. Well,
Right,
if
so-
I get closer, then the light.
Oh, no, don't do that.
How
My
big is
turn again?
Anime collection, not too big, but I have a few things.
Yeah, I'm just going to show you a couple of the foreign ones that I dug out of a box that Matt might like. This one is a Chinese Superman.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
This
Oh,
one
wow.
is it's the first print from January of 1989.
Wow.
Wow.
How did you pick
Yeah.
up a Chinese one? That's very odd.
Well, this one here, it was like one of my random hunts for it. It was in the box with. I'll show you what was it. It was in the box with. It was in the box with a Greek Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man,
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
and this one has issues 335, 339, and 423 all in one, and it's from 1987.
God, that seems random to have books that far apart in one book, doesn't it?
I know, it's weird.
Hmm.
And in that, and then this was also in there. It was a 1947 Superman cardboard record.
Wow.
Cool.
Did you ever try playing it?
It doesn't play all that great.
Well, it's cardboard, right?
It
It's
is cardboard.
78 RPM.
Wow, that's really odd.
In when the Mary Marvel Marching Society had their kit, their membership kit, when you signed up and you paid your money and you got your stuff, part of it was a square record that had a 45 in the middle, and
Yeah.
it basically was them talking to all the people in the bullpen: Flo Steinberg, Jack Kirby, blah blah blah, Stan Lee, and all that stuff. And I played the thing when I got the thing. I played it once on my record player. And it was so cheesy. I mean, you could hardly understand what they were saying, and it took you really had to fiddle with it to hear it. But I got to listen to the members of the Marvel bullpen. It was pretty cool.
Hmm.
And this one, Jungle Town Comics. I don't know if you see it so well.
Oh, that's
This
really
is-
nice.
There's no number on the cover, but it is from February of 1948, and it's a Canadian white.
Wow,
Oh, really?
that
It
is
looked like
yeah.
a modern book. I thought it was like a modern reprint
Yeah.
of the.
So does
No,
it have the crowded? Does it have the crowded pages, Lyle, or have you looked inside it yet?
It's been a while since I looked at it here. Hang on.
That is
Yeah,
so
that's one thing
cool.
that the Canadian whites did. They would just sort of.
So this is what the back looks like.
Interesting.
Table tennis set,
That's
Yeah,
better than Wonder Woman,
29.
guys.
ping pong. You know.
And this is,
Yeah, there's like a bit of an echo on Lyle's end. I don't know what that is, but
I don't know what's causing it.
yeah.
Have you got both YouTube and StreamYard on?
I do.
Don't do that.
I'll turn YouTube off.
Turn YouTube off.
or turn the volume off.
And there's another one. Lucky coin. That's inside.
Oh, it's almost weird not hearing the echo anymore.
I don't know where I am.
I like, yeah. I tried
Yeah,
to get rid of the echo, but I didn't realize where it was coming from.
It's coming from me. It's on my laptop. It happens every time. So I mute myself.
No. It's
No,
it's actually-
now I don't hear it.
No, it's
Because
live.
Lyle had YouTube on, which is half a second after the
Yeah.
StreamYard
Mm.
with
So
the
this one-
volume.
This one's a Canadian edition. This is number 2 from 1952.
I've been trying to get that
Love and
whole
Marriage is a
series.
great title.
Yeah, I have like about 5 copies. 5.
The interior art's real
issues.
good on those, Lyle. You might want to, if you haven't looked inside, that's a good one.
Okay. This one as well, Conquest.
Oh wow!
Oh,
And these are all Canadian whites.
No, not this one. The other one was.
It has a comics code stamp on it.
Yeah, this one's from 1955.
Oh, okay.
And this is a British edition from 1957, Marvel Man.
Cool.
Is that a J Miller? I see that triangle there on the paper.
L. Miller and Sons.
Miller
Yeah.
and Sons.
L. Miller, yeah, that's Mark
This
Oldroyd.
is Volume 3, number 193, 1957.
Now it's Steven that's echoing.
And then I have a Popeye one from 1949.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really awesome.
Right? Yeah, that's a nice
Nothing
one.
like letting your toddler have a smoke, eh?
Right. So then I have the U.S. version of this one. This one's from 1951,
Wow.
number 168, but I have the Canadian variant as well. And the Canadian variant, this one's from 1951, number
What's the
168.
difference between the two? Is there much difference? Or put them up next to each other, just quickly.
The Canadian one has maple syrup on it.
Yeah. The only thing I can see is the top blue thing is a little bit more blue on
The
the.
Canadian one's got more pages. It's got 52 pages.
Oh wow! See, we
Yeah,
didn't
but
cheap out.
yeah, but the American one's been to the moon.
That's it.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Oh, whoops. Now we go with Matt. Hey, Matt.
Well, it's interesting that I talked about not really necessarily continue with G.I. Joe because I did pull one out that had a really cool cover on it. G.I. Joe 305, which is a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I just really like the picture of the Cobra Commander.
I do too.
Now, next up, we have the Mighty Thor 321. I like it because he's being attacked by 4 weird-looking creatures.
The menagerie.
The menagerie.
Yeah.
Also, there's a stamp on it that said it's not to be sold, but guess what? I bought it, so somebody sold it to me.
Somebody sold it.
I know who sold it to. Now, this came out recently. I just really like the cover. So it's Cruel Universe 1.
Oh,
I
that's
think
good.
Alan has this.
Yes,
I
have it.
I have that one.
Yeah. I just like it. I just like the cover. I liked it so much that I bought the other 4 issues.
Yeah, it's 5-issue mini. I'm gonna tell you, Matt, they're not all great, but the covers are amazing.
That's what I said.
You know what? I actually enjoyed the Epitaphs one more than I thought I would. So that's why I kind of got the Cruel Universe to try it out. I don't know how this got in there, but since it's Redhead Day.
That one I thought was really good. That's a really nice red Sonja.
This came out this week. I love the Court of Owls.
Oh, I got that too.
Any chance that I get a cover of them, I like to grab them.
Are they doing something with the Court of Owls? I heard that they're.
Yes, this is it's the beginning of another arc, and the Riddler's
No, but
involved.
I mean in the movies. I heard that they were going to use it in the next Batman movie.
It's the rumor, yes, but
Yeah.
you know,
There were a couple of like nods in the Penguin show as well, which is in the same universe.
Okay.
Now, because somebody out there is a big fan, I decided I needed a prop for this next one.
Oh, Spoon.
The Tick Big Blue Destiny #3.
I don't have that one.
That is really cool. I like ones where they reflect in the glasses. It's
and this one has the coolest name for a comic that I've ever seen. The Tick Karma Tornado.
Yes.
Karma Tornado.
I have that one.
Wow.
It's just a cool name. When I saw this, I actually paid $8 for this one, but I bought it because Karma Tornado.
That is That is a great storyline where the Tick and a bunch of other random people from Earth's past, including a Tyrannosaurus Rex, have to go like be a team against all these other planets and their historical figures, and nobody understands the games they're playing. It's so good. It's so funny.
Because there was a T-Rex on this cover, that's why I put the Cruel Universe in. I wanted to have a little there's a T-Rex there too, kind of thing. And the last one I'm going to show, I just thought I'd show it because it's an older book and it's more of an Alan type. I think I may have even actually bought this off Alan. I'm not sure. This is Unknown Worlds 42. Did I buy this off you, Alan?
I think you got that off me, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was the series where I picked up like doubles of like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, and I bought at least 3 of these off you, so I was
yeah.
That's
very
cool run.
And that's all I have. Spoon.
All right. So, when I went to that Black Friday sale, I told myself that I was going to be a good little boy and stay under budget. I didn't because I suck. But before I get into the other stuff that I bought there, I did want to show this really quick. This is It's Jeff #1.
Wow.
I got this a while ago. It's super, Alan. It's super whimsical. I really like the art style. But the reason why I'm showing it is because Marvel Rivals came out yesterday, Nate.
Yes, yesterday. I've got it downloaded. Hagen and I are going to be playing later.
I have it downloaded too. And Nate and I are going to hop on. And Jeff the Land Shark is a playable character. So he is actually the first character that I'm going to play, not Cap. And Nate, you can hold me to that.
Okay.
The weirdest thing that I got at the comic book store was this.
Is that Messiah?
This is Messiah #1, and it's from Pinnacle Comics. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Well, that's the thing, is that I knew that I was going to have the opportunity to show it off to you guys, so I figured that we would take a look at the inside of it together. Because I always buy like weird random stuff if it's $1.
Is it actually comic book size?
Yeah, it's comic book sized. So it's, I don't know, it's black and white art. I don't know if it's a distinct art style or not, but it's something for sure.
It's 80s black and white independent comic art. Like
comics,
what? Yeah. What's the year of that? Does it have a year? Because I feel like that's
very
like
90s.
It looks very early 90s to me. Late 80s, early 90s.
1986.
Ooh, wow. That's earlier than I would have thought, honestly.
So because I want to get a jab in, that was 12 years before I was born.
Oh,
wow.
Oh boy.
God.
You need your diapers changed? Or anything?
I can't play video games with you.
I don't know. Do you?
It's more likely a man, right?
Don't come for me, old man. My reflexes haven't gone yet.
Oh my God, Hagen! Ow! What a great shot.
Remove from the channel. Okay.
Moving on from me taking a jab at somebody who's been nothing but kind to me. These are a whole bunch of Captain America and the Falcons that I got, and I got these obviously because I need them, but also they were 30% off. So
nice.
I started at the bottom of my list and worked up because the Silver Age ones and the Silver Age ones and the Bronze Age ones are always the toughest ones to get because of the price of them. This one is it's something because there is a Captain America impersonator. Nate, I believe that you have showed this one off.
That one is so insane.
Yeah. So it's been a while since it's been a while since I've read it. It's a key, so I went online and read it on Read All Comics, or I didn't if the NSA is watching this. But It tells about how I think it's William Burnside was actually
Yes,
Captain America
that's his
in
name.
the 50s before Steve Rogers came back. And he's, there's not a better way to put it than a racist piece of shit. And so he and Cap end up duking it out because he really mistreats Falcon when he meets him.
I really like that cover. That one really does move me. I really like it, and that's
Cap
kind of
versus
half put
Cap.
a big leaf on the Captain America after World War II and during the atomic age and the commie thing. Where that was the way they sort of rationalized that guy, retconned who that chunk of history was.
Yeah. I really like this whole little arc because it was before they even really had to do that. You know, we didn't have obviously like internet forums at the time, so the nerds that were angry couldn't quite get their voices out there because Marvel editorial could decide who to put in the back of the book. But they retconned it anyway because Cap did last longer than than World War II. And so we've got this one up next, which is 167 and 174. And then you've got, excuse me, then you've got Cap fighting, looks like members of the Serpent Society. And yeah, the end of the Sinister Serpent Squad. There were a couple more that I got, but those were like the earliest, and therefore the most interesting. I did also get, because I want to fill in Tales of Suspense as well from 58 to 99 because those are Captain America books as well. I did get this.
Nice.
This is cool. Tales of Suspense number 84. This is the first appearance of the Super Adaptoid.
Wow.
This is, in that run, there are only like a couple stumbling blocks. This is one of the like larger keys. Captain America doesn't really have, if you're not counting Golden Age, doesn't really have big keys, but they're annoyingly sized and annoyingly priced for someone like me. The last book that I got is not a Captain America book. I'm going to show a different one first. This is Avengers number 19. I've had this for a while, and I've had this for a while because it's my favorite Ultron cover that I've seen. Ultron is I think he's my favorite Avengers villain. I don't like speaking in absolutes, but I think he's my favorite Avengers villain, and he doesn't get good cover treatment all the time. But this one with like the negative space with just the red mouth and eyes looks super, super cool. One book that I've been looking for forever is this. This is
nice.
Avengers number 55. It's his first appearance. I will actually show you the panel that he comes that he's first visible in. I think he appears before this as like a desktop computer with a face, but this is his first appearance as a humanoid figure.
Isn't he Tony Stark's Jarvis or whatever it is? Or
I know in the comics he was created by Hank Pym.
Hank Pym. Yeah.
In the movies, he's Tony Stark and Bruce Banner and Jarvis amalgamation. But this, like I said, I've been wanting it for a while. This is in low grade. My camera is doing it justice, but there's a huge like water mark here. There's a split down to about here-ish on the cover. It's got ticks. It's got creases.
What number is that one, Hagen?
This is Avengers 55.
Right, thank you.
It's got ticks. It's got creases. The staple's popped on the bottom. The centerfold is popped at one staple. But it's complete. The colors, you can't see it, but the colors look they look fine. They don't look great. They're not like super popping, but they look fine. And I just wanted this to have, and it was priced at $34, 10% off. So I got it for $31.60. And I think that that's a hell of a deal for the first appearance of a major Avengers villain. So this was like, I think this is the last thing that I bought. And I told myself, like, I was already over budget by like 40 or 50 bucks. And I was like, I'm done. But I'm gonna go through here and just like see what I missed, and I'll know for next time. And then I saw this and I was like, well, shit. I was debating between this and they had a lower grade Avengers 57, the first appearance of Vision, with that awesome red cover. That was priced at like $66, something like that. And I passed on that, not because I didn't think it was a good deal, but because a $30 book was more where I needed to be at that moment. But yeah, so I've got the first appearance of Ultron now, and I'm super, super happy about it. I bought a key, everybody. Nobody's going to believe me.
It's a key. You're
Good
a key
for you.
now.
I have a quick question about the Avengers, though.
Sure. They're
It's-
Marvel's superhero team.
Okay. It's more of an observation. It seems to me that the only major villains that are just Avenger-centric seem to be Korvac, like Michael Korvac, and Ultron. It seems that every other villain they fight is people like Doctor Doom who fight everybody. Is that true?
There's Korvac, there's Ultron, there's Kang. Kang doesn't really show up in other places.
Okay.
I guess you could say Loki, kinda, not really.
Yeah, Loki. It's on the first one.
And Marvel editorial, but other than that, like, those are really the Avengers' big villains.
Well, okay, very cool.
Cool books, dude.
That was really good. Congratulations. There's an Ultron cover where he's full figured on the cover. It's Avengers 66 or something. I found a very, very lovely cover of that one. It's my favorite Ultron cover. I have that book that you have as well, because that 55 and Iron Man 55 is another one. There's always those two 55s are also pretty good books to have. But now I will complete my epic purchase from the antique store. Here is I watched Alan and Matt suffer through an unbelievably, unremittingly awful book club on Excalibur or whatever the hell it was. But they had one of these in there in very nice shape.
Oh my goodness!
Very cool.
Nice.
For $2?
I have that one.
This
No, I have it in a 9.8 actually.
This was $8. They're getting a little more expensive as I go. This one was $8.
Not bad.
I love that run of Excalibur. It's a great read.
Well, the one we read was not so great.
It was execrable.
What issue was it?
It was 75.
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
Execrable.
Here is Lady Death number whatever it is from Chaos Comics. She's having some sort of a problem with the minions. The skeletons are all chasing and what have you.
Well, she controls the skeletons. So
here is. I saw this. I had to have it. Here is Duckman number 1.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Oh, a Topps comic.
I mean, these are really awesome books, there, Stephen.
Thank you.
That's wild.
And then
I was just going to say that I think that you found these at an antique shop because the people who would go to antique shops to look for comics don't necessarily know that those are ones to look out for, you know?
No, and that's one of the reasons I go, because if you go to a place where people have stuff but they don't know what they have, if they're like marble collectors and then someone came in and had a bunch of books and they're nice books, but they don't know what they are and they're just trying to move them along so they can buy more marbles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that kind of a thing. And it's the same thing on eBay. If you go to an eBay store and you're going to buy a book, see what else they have to see whether it's an odd part of it or is a main part of it. If it's an odd part of it, a lot of times you can get a better deal. That's what I found.
Yeah.
Right next to Duckman was Dino Riders number 1.
Whoa!
Hell yes! Hell yes! writing that down right now.
Dino Riders. I'm not familiar with it, but
I had some of those toys. They were amazing.
Dino Rider toys. I think my boys had a couple of them. They ended up being war casualties with the Turtles and Masters of the Universe. They did not fare very well, as I remember.
No, it didn't last long, but the toys were really cool.
And then right next to that one is Rocco's Modern Life #1.
Oh, I have that actually.
Wow.
That one I had. I actually bought that off the newsstand back in the day.
This one was a whopping $10.
Oh, wow.
$10.
That's really good. I mean,
big money.
That's his first appearance too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That was a popular show back in the day.
Oh yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
It was fun, tongue in cheek, and very rather cerebral. Very good.
Yeah.
Here is Masters of the Universe #1, the motion picture.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
My God. That is
It looks better
outstanding.
than the motion picture for sure.
Oh, bite your
that's
tongue,
cool.
Matt.
Come on. Even I had a hard time buying Dolph Lundgren as
I own it on Blu-ray and I watch it once a year. It's wonderful.
that
I
skeleton
actually liked
work.
it when I watched it way back when, when it first came out.
This was 25.
And
But
that's
it's
that's
perfect. It's gem mint.
Wow,
that's
nice.
from Star Comics, right? That Marvel imprint.
This is the Star Comics, November of whatever year it was.
Right.
1980s. I think it's 87.
Early 80s.
Yeah,
And
something like that.
And it's a janky cover.
That doesn't sound good. Janky cover.
It's sort of.
I just remember I had this. I love T-Man. I wanted to watch that so bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's great.
I actually liked the way that they did it.
Maybe I'll have to watch it again.
It wasn't that bad.
I appreciate terrible films, and that one is worth appreciating.
Yeah.
Then right next to that, this was $10, and I don't remember that I even had this. This is a Dick Giordano Ross Andrew cover, and it is an Infinity cover, and it is Action Comics #500.
I have that.
I have that as well because it's an Infinity cover.
Yeah.
And it's pretty. You go pretty far in on this one, Alan.
Yeah, it's a really good Infinity cover too.
You paid more than I paid for mine.
That's
If you
really
paid
cool.
$10, I only paid $5 for mine.
I think I paid 3, so I beat you both. Haha.
2.
Alan, has there ever been a thought that popped into your head that you decided no?
No. I say it. If I think it, I say it. That's how it is. There's no filter.
Alan, you never do this stuff with Mark Oldroyd. Mark has a book, and you don't even offer it. And he says, "Do you have this one, Alan?" And then you'll say, "Yeah, oh yeah, I have it." But with me, it's you.
But I like Mark.
Oh, the gauntlet is thrown.
Stricken Stephen.
I think I can visibly see Steven's.
Mark's older.
I
heartbreak.
had a comment that I was going to say immediately, but I won't do it. Here
No, I'm
is.
just joking.
See, Steven has a filter.
We love you, Steven.
We love you, Stephen. Yes, of course.
Here is Top Cow Comics. This is Witchblade that has a Michael Turner cover, and just kind of a cool Witchblade.
Oh yeah. Which Witchblade is that? Number?
It is number 13.
Okay.
There's
I think number 11 is the First Darkness.
This is the I do like Witchblade. Then here is one that was interesting cover. This is Armageddon #1 Anti-Millennium Edition, October 1999, limited to 3,000, and it's got all
that's
kinds
nice
of stuff going on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, very nice.
That's
That is
really cool. I
Was
see
it
Evil
expensive?
Ernie.
It was $9.
Oh, that's not too bad. Hmm.
And the last book I have out of this buy is a Mike Linsner cover, which seems appropriate. I had never seen it before. It's Tears of Dawn, Volume 2, number 13.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. I like that.
Looks like Bo Derek.
That is
In
really
10.
cool. That's a Linsner as well, right?
Yes, Linsner.
Very nice.
And that's the last one I have.
That's really
Do you
cool.
pick that up for how much?
It was 15. And
Okay,
anytime
that seems good.
anytime you have a good girl cover that is with an image this large and uncluttered, it does have the trade dress at the bottom, but when you get a cover image as big as this, generally speaking, you're anywhere from $12 to $20 generally. And at 15, it's just, and then what I do is if he's asking for the 15, I check the book, and if it's perfect, then I will put it in with the rest of them. So that's my
nice.
Seaside Mall. There were other books in there that were close, but I liked the ones that I got because they were most of them. Some of them are I'm happy to put them all in my collection, but all those number ones with Rocco's Modern Life and all
you
those
did
other
really
ones,
really well.
Those were
to have
that was
find
good.
them all just in like a couple of boxes, and here's one, and so I thought I got pretty lucky, and I haven't gone to the mall for quite some time, and I was hoping it wasn't like some antique malls where it's the same stuff over and over and over and over again. It doesn't change.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
happens.
But this, obviously, the guy actually went through and put different and newer books in, and he added another 2 short boxes of stuff. There was even some signed covers and other stuff in there with COAs and what have you. But those were pushing I think the top dollar was about $40. But I didn't. The 25 I paid for the He-Man was because I just thought it was the He-Man one was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
No, it's awesome stuff. Like I'm just amazed that you found all this at an antique mall thing.
Too.
Yeah, congratulations for finding an antique mall where you didn't drown in Exo Manowar and 90s
Exactly.
Archie.
There was an XO. There was
Of course there
there was the usual Drek. There was a Rye number 0.
Like 90s stuff is like everywhere.
But there was some Drek. A lot of Star Wars. A lot of Star Wars was in there. But of all of it, I was looking for stuff that was more kitschy and fun than I was looking for stuff that was
you picked up great stuff.
Rockets to Russia kind of thing. The fun cartoony stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
What
great.
do you mean,
books.
like Star Wars like this?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Whoa.
Oh, wait, wait, I pressed the wrong button. I was going to show you. Wait, there you go. You can show it quickly.
Star Wars
47.
number 68 was the Canadian variant.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
I actually have that.
Is that the first?
That was one of the ones that I got in the shoe.
No. So that is actually one of the more popular nerd actuallys about that cover is that is not Boba Fett. That is a different bounty hunter who's absconded with Boba Fett's armor. And what I would tell that person is to fuck off, because that's Boba Fett.
I have that cover as a T-shirt. Like I have the shirt of it. That's as close as I got.
We have to find Nightcat apparel. It is imperative.
That's the next thing.
And I hope that either Hagen or Nate are the ones that find it first.
Gotta get it made.
I don't mind if we hit the copyright if somebody finds the soundtrack for that Nightcat.
Okay, hey, listen, hold on. All right, dang it, I'm gonna ruin something.
Okay.
I was about to say-
So Nate's gonna pull out something.
No, I'm gonna ruin something. So look, whenever you see my next video, I want you to be surprised. Okay.
Okay, we'll act surprised. Everybody act surprised.
I'm.
Wow,
And there it
dude,
is.
It's a record. They had a record. Not even I was thinking cassette or something like that.
Okay, so
Record.
I found the cassette and I sent it to David. It's still only 35 cents
But there's a
in
record.
Australia. And
I'm gonna find that record. That's awesome.
This is a UK only. So he sent this to me. And so I've got this in my next video, which has something like, you know, I don't know, it says I haven't figured it all out yet, but I filmed it and it's going to be like, oh, this is the best unboxing. What's in the box? I want you to pretend like you don't know.
Everybody that is watching, go over and sub Paul to see this.
I have not played it yet, and that's the reason I haven't finished the videos. I feel like I need to get some of that music in there and get myself a nice copyright.
Now that is if you're techno savvy enough, having that music as the background, don't say what it is, and then just have it as your background, and then people are going to be going, "What the hell is that music?" And that thing like
the thing is, I've heard her music before, Steven, and if I use it as my background music, people aren't going to stick around long enough to watch me open the box.
Is it really that bad?
No, it's not that bad. It's very, if you know Paula Abdul from the 90s, that's exactly what it is. Like it's that level of, it's just not good.
It's dance music then, basically.
Like
and the album I think is like the album, as far as I know, the vinyl record is disco type, you know, like 80s disco, like go to a disco to dance remix type things.
Wow.
So anyway, I'll have that up.
That is just awesome.
I don't have that.
So Hagen and I have been hunting that for a while, and we have found several copies, but they're all international. So getting them shipped was expensive. Because how much was that one, Hagen? Like $17 with shipping that you saw?
Oh, if you find a copy, send me a link because I'll definitely buy it.
Went before it sold 2 days before we knew it existed.
Right.
And then every other copy was like they're like $15, but shipping is $23 to $30. And like I love a good joke as much as the next person, but not quite that much.
So
yeah, this is if you play it backwards, it'll tell you to give your comics books to other streamers.
No, we'll tell you that anyway. Send us your comics. Okay, so hey, speaking of comics, remember I said it looked like Mort Drucker? It's Buckler. So Rich Buckler is the cover artist on these
Rich
Defenders
Buckler.
books.
Yes, I've seen
so this is 81. I love this one. I mean, what would it take to crucify the Hulk? Not just in terms of like getting the job done, but holding him in place.
Extremely large nails.
This is not
9-inch nails.
This might, well, I don't know, because the other one, it says it's Buckler with Al Milgrom, but this is a good cover.
He did Deathlock. Rich Buckler did.
Correct.
The original Deathlock, which I thought that Deathlock was a damn good run in Astonishing Tales.
So on this one, Hulk is riding an eagle and fighting Doctor Strange.
Wow.
I think this one is I just love it.
The Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
He looks like he's having some issues surfing, though.
Yeah, he looks like he's got
whoa.
Doesn't he look like he's got to pee a little?
Yeah, he's got
the leg. Keanu Reeves in the suit.
Again, this is just all stuff I found cheap.
I like Robin. I have that one. I have that whole series. That's a pretty good series.
It's a great series, and I love Frank Quitely's art. I just love it.
Isn't that the first appearance of the new Robin?
No.
Or something weird?
No.
There's something weird about that book. I know there's a key about it.
Okay.
I forget what it is.
I love my Warlord. This is a cool cover.
Cool run.
Great run.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Here is I love first issue special, and it's a Joe Kubert, Dr. Fate.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Great run too.
Not all of them.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Have you read the Green Street Gang or whatever that
was?
Oh yeah. So Dick Grayson.
Yes, but Dick Grayson was in a earlier issue than that in the suit. So,
Tales of the Unexpected, just some random issues I got for like $2 and $3 each. So this is 103. Aliens have this weird device in one of the stories where they think of a word and spell it out and it happens. And this guy's trying to stop the H-bomb.
Oh wow.
This one's really beat up, but it's still a really cool cover. Strange Adventures 171. There's some really weird stone chair that's shaped like Thor that people try to sit in because it'll give them their wish. And so this blind guy is like, I'll get my sight back if I sit in the Thor chair. And then the Thor chair smashes him.
What a jerky chair.
Right? Now, I don't know is this Tales of the Unexpected, and it just doesn't say Tales. It says The Unexpected number 107, Kill Johnny Peril.
They changed the title.
Okay.
I think I have one of the unexpected ones as well. They dropped the Tales of.
Right.
And they just went with the unexpected, and they changed to that chevron trade dress.
Yeah. I'd never seen this before, so that's kind of what I thought.
What's the number on that one?
This is 107.
Yeah, so it was a continuation off the regular run.
I read this issue, and every story in it was just a ton of fun. Very, very. This one's felt like a Human Target kind of story, but real cheesy. The next one, I paid $7 for this. It's not in great shape, but it is such a great cover.
Oh wow.
Oh yes.
Green Lantern 31 with the power rings for sale. And this was a horrible issue. Like I didn't like it at all.
Okay.
But the cover's awesome. And
Gil Kane and Murphy Anderson did the cover work.
Yeah, the cover's great. The interior art is not. It doesn't match.
I think it's interior. If you wouldn't mind opening it up, I think it's Gil Kane that then is inking his own pencil, which is not good.
Is that the problem?
I'm not sure. I can't remember because I got rid of all my Green Lanterns. I focused on Flash.
All right, I'm going to see if I can find a good. Oh, yes. Look at Hal's face. I think I'm late for work.
Okay, somebody turn off their thing. Okay.
Yeah. So Hal's face.
I did.
Really
Sorry, I
rough.
apologize.
It's
He
just
looks
bad.
really pudgy.
Does it say at the front? Usually it'll say on the splash who did it.
No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't
There's
say.
usually a box or something.
Again, just look at the proportions on.
That's Gil Kane. That is Gil Kane.
That is terrible.
It was a rough read.
Oh, wow.
This next one's awesome. I got this in a whatnot for nothing. I mean, I think like $4 or $5. It's not in great shape, but if you know, you know. Jimmy Olsen, 135.
Woohoo!
Second appearance, second cameo of Darkseid. And he actually has at least one line of dialogue in this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In the other one, he just appears. He's
on a TV screen.
But this one, he's in at least one panel, actually as a character with a line, I think.
Wow. So maybe that's kind of like the first real appearance if he actually talks.
That's what I think. That's why mine is better. That's it. That's what I got.
Nate, can I ask a question? Every time I look at your background,
yeah,
I see your Alex Ross Superman. That's Alex Ross, is it not?
Yep.
And that's cardboard that you have, or is it a poster?
No, it is. So this is I used to work at a comic book shop, and if you can see, I mean, he's beautiful. That is the Kingdom Come display. So when I worked at the comic shop, Kingdom Come came out. There's a couple of slots on there that you would put these trays in.
That's what I was looking at. That's exactly
what
I was going to say. There's a couple of these white stripes that I keep looking at. It makes me want to get a Sharpie and darken those things in.
I mean, it's not a standee. It's actually a piece of advertising that I've repurposed. But we had that in the shop, and it was in the back room for, I mean, I'm not kidding, like over a year, with a customer's name on it who swore he was going to come and get it. And after I don't know, a year and 3 months, I finally said whatever his name was.
Customer.
No, it was Kurt Shoddy. I said, because his name is still on a box I have. I was like, Kurt Shoddy ain't coming back, and this is mine.
if
He's a
Kurt
liar.
Chubby is watching this video.
Yeah, if he's watching, like and subscribe. I got your Superman Jack. It's mine.
Can I just say that when those, and I don't know if mine is the Kingdom Come or not, but they had a special, I think one per store, Alex Ross Superman standee that they had that you could order, and it was not cheap, but like $40 or $50, and you had to order it in advance, and then Diamond distributed, and Diamond Distributing brought it. They came in with the comics, and it's this big box that it came in, big cardboard box that the thing came in, and it's Superman, Alex Ross, all this stuff. And I never took it out of the box. I still have it sitting in the box waiting to, I don't have anywhere really to put it. And I've had it for years and years and years and years and years. And I know it's a beautiful thing. And I'm thinking perhaps that is the thing that it is what I have, because how many big full-size Alex Ross Superman things really can there be?
Right.
Not enough.
Yeah.
That's right too.
Not enough. He's right.
And if it comes in a box about half as big as that thing seems, you're probably right, because it just folds over once.
That's
like in the middle.
precisely what it is. That is.
Oh,
So
wow.
now I get to. That's. I thought that was the thing that I had, because they never showed me a picture. They said special, 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 secret special, and then they're supposed to take it out. One other thing I got too is that when Robin first started, when the new Robin had his new book or whatever, one of the umpteen million of them that they had a secret store display mystery box that went to each store that they're supposed to open up and then set up somewhere as this store display. And my LCS guy at the time, who is my Dark Horse buddy, he said, "Would you like this Robin thing? I got one for this store, and I got one at the others. There's one at the other store. If you want it, you can have it." And so I still have that unopened as well. I have no idea what's inside of it. I mean, various things. And the last thing that I got was they had a history of the DC characters, and it was a hardbound. And you were supposed to then, when you bought it, you could register to have the poster of the DC universe characters. You could get that. And so I still have it in the box unopened, and he had one that was open. He says, "I'll send this in, and give me the money for the poster, and I'll give it to you." So I had that framed years ago, and I had it up in my apartment for years and years and years. And my boys lived in my apartment with me when I split the sheets with my first wife. And so eventually I had it for so long, and I gave it to my son, and he has it now. And it's of his childhood, and he loves it so much because he says, "Dad, I looked at that thing so long."
Yeah.
The Plastic Man has his arms all the way around all of the DC characters, this shows you when it was after Plastic Man got absorbed by DC. But it's got all the Horseshack's in there, Rorschach's in there.
Horseshack.
different comic.
Along one end, and Tommy Tomorrow's looking over his shoulder, but it has and every one of the guys signed their name at the bottom. It's printed, but it's every one of the creators signed along the bottoms. And so it's just interesting. Dave Stevens did Crystal. I think there a DC character named Crystal was a Dave Stevens character. And so it has a Dave Stevens thing on it too. So, but seeing your Alex Ross, but I have to say, I wish you'd take a piece of red paper and take blue tape so it won't make it, and just tape it on the back. There is no big white slot right there.
I hear you, but it's like for me, it's like a date stamp or a kid that wrote his name on a comic. I feel like it's part of what it is. It doesn't bother me that it's a piece of advertising. It's not supposed to be. It is what it is.
What it is, and enjoy it for what it is. And I really love Alex Ross. Did a great job on Soups. He really did. The big ass, the really big. I'm sorry, Hagen.
No. I was just going to say two things. One, Nate, I don't care. It bothers us, so fix it. Two, Alan, if you don't mind, Cutthroat Comics asked a really cool question that
Yeah,
I'm
I saw
actually
that.
curious about
I
too.
did display it, and then somebody was talking, so I couldn't. We couldn't get an answer.
So do we mind if we like go round robin?
Can we do it
like,
quickly
really quick
though,
about
because
this?
we got to wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go first, just to do it quickly. I will go with Neil Gaiman and Alex Schomburg. Okay.
Matt Baker and Wayne Boring.
Paul Levitz and Kurt Swan.
Alan Moore and Alex Ross.
I think for writer, I think I go John Broome because of Flash, and artist is Alex Schomburg.
Nice. Writer, I'm also going to say Alan Moore, and artist, I'm going to say Kevin McGuire.
Oh, interesting.
Guy Gardner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it, guys. We got to wrap it up because I think Matt and I are going over to the Biggie Shack network.
By the way,
and we're going to battle it out.
This is my Degrassi autographs board.
Oh, wow. So we came full circle on that one. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks everyone that watched. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to Matt Likes Comics, to Hall Yeah, and to Hagen, and go over to Instagram and subscribe to Collecto6.
And to Lyle. Lyle's on Instagram too.
Actually, Lyle's on Instagram too, so you can subscribe
Thank
to
you.
him too. Okay, thanks everyone.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.